Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, February 23rd today. We're going to be doing part A is 3 rounds for time, 15 deadlifts, and 50 double unders. Those deadlifts will be at 225 and 155 for those of you that are going RX here today. But if you are not going that heavy, you want to make sure that you're not choosing a weight that you're only breaking those deadlifts up into 2 sets, okay? So you shouldn't be doing 5-5-5. It shouldn't be that heavy, but it should be challenging. Those 50 double unders, if you don't have double unders today, we will probably just go ahead and do some hip taps or single unders. If you decide to do single unders, we're gonna go with 100 single unders, okay? After that, our part B, we're going to be doing 3 sets, 6 to 8 single leg deadlifts per side at a tempo, and we'll go over that in a few minutes. We're gonna rest, then you're gonna do 10 to 15 good mornings, also at a tempo, rest, and then we're gonna get some side planks in on each side for about 45 seconds each, and we'll go over some ways to customize those as well. All right, so the things you're going to need today are your jump rope and a barbell. So you should probably already have those out based on what the workout is, right? All right, so you don't need your jump rope for right now, but I do want you to find an imaginary line or a crack in wherever you are, and we're going to be doing some Tabata line jumps, okay? So for 20 seconds each movement, 10 seconds of rest, we're going to go through 2 rounds of these, okay? So to start off, we're gonna do 20 seconds of side to side over that line. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Working on those hips, trying not to do a little number like this, trying to keep those feet together. People do weird things with their hands. All right, next one, we're going front to back. So jumping forward and backward. It is very uneven and I am jumping backward. Keep going. Then you're gonna pretend you have 4 squares, okay? You're jumping in each one of them. So around the world, clockwise. 20 seconds. Calves should be waking up. 10 seconds of rest. We're going to go the opposite direction, so don't worry if you didn't go clockwise this time, whichever way.
Notice she didn't put rest after the first 2.
I didn't rest after the first 2. Here we go. The opposite direction of what you just did. There we go. 2, 1. Rest for your 10 seconds. We're gonna go back side to side. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go, side to side. Always amazes me how much jumping over a small line gets your heart rate going. Three, 2, 1, rest. I also move this back every time I seem to jump. Going forward to back, front to back, and 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, rest. Around the world again, whichever direction. We're gonna go one way and then we're gonna go the other in those 4 squares. Here we go. 2, 1, go. Two, 1, Rest for 10 seconds. Woo! Waking up. Waking up. The opposite direction of whatever you just did. And go. Oopsie, I forgot. There we go. I feel like I'm just going in a circle because I'm moving the mat. All right, after that 20 seconds, take a breath. If you need to get a glass of water, sip of water, shake all that out, whatever you need to do. Then we're gonna go on, we're gonna get some glute bridges in to wake up our glutes and our hamstrings. So we're gonna go ahead and lay flat on the ground. Try to get your butt pretty close to your heels. All right, from here, you can lift up those toes if you'd like, lifting those hips as high into the sky as you can, squeezing those glutes, tapping, and going right back up. We're gonna get 10 of these. If you know that you have an imbalance on one side, it's always good to do single leg here as well. I warm up my right side, opposite from my left side, a lot because I do have a crazy imbalance. About 3 more. There we go. After that, we're going to come up. You're going to get some side plank rotations on each side, okay? So I like to do my side plank rotations on my hand. You can also do these on your elbow if you want to. I just get a little bit more space to scoop through, I guess. So you want your body nice and rigid, shoulder stays over the elbow. You're going to lift those hips, reach to the sky, reach through. We're gonna do these for 5 reps, controlled. There you go. Switch sides. All right, make sure that shoulder's stacked. Really opening up our chest here when we're at the top, reaching through. One more. Keep that hip high, don't let it sink. And relax there. Okay, the next one. We're going to stand up. We're just going to work on, like I said, that single leg activation. All right, that unilateral work here. So ideally, you just have an imaginary object or maybe a cone or a kettlebell out in front of you. You're going to balance on one leg, trying this entire time for all 5 reps, or all 10 reps, I'm sorry, we're going to do 10. Try not to let this other foot touch the ground, okay? Really working on that balance and that control, staying tight in the core, lifting the hips, all right? So I'm gonna lift, right leg goes back, right hand reaches out, my back is nice and flat, coming right back up. Try not to let that leg touch the ground. 2. We're gonna get 10 per. 3. You want to keep your hips as square to the ground as you can. So we don't want to twist all crazy. Lifting those hips. 6. 7. Ooh. 8. 9. And if you have to touch, just barely touch your toe just to give that leg a little bit of rest if you absolutely need to. Sometimes it'll feel like you're foot's gonna start cramping up, okay? Switching to the other side. For those of you that don't know, I tore all the ligaments in my ankle a few years ago, and it's rehab every day for me. So if I don't balance as well on this one, that is why. It's a work in progress. But here we go. Getting 10 on this side. 1, 2. I also don't talk as much on this side because it takes a lot of concentration. 3. 4. 5. Whoop. 6. Keep going. 7. You're probably on 8 right now. So we'll go 9. And 10. Okay. To warm up those shoulders and get that core firing a little bit more, we're probably going to do something that most of you haven't done before. These are going to be crab reach throughs. They're going to do 5 per side. All right. So I'm going to get on all fours, and then I'm going to have my legs hover. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over your wrist and your hips stay over your knees when you do this, okay? So I'm going to hover here. I'm going to kick my leg through. I'm going to reach back. I'm going to lift my hips as high into the sky as I can. And then I'm going to bring it back to that hovering position. And then I'm going to switch. Leg goes through. Feet are both planted. I'm reaching up. That's 1 per side. Again, this is starting to fire everything, so you're not trying to fly through these here. It's 3. If you're done before me, you've gone too fast, just so you know. Always reset back to the middle, in that hovering position. All right. Shake all that out. Should be feeling ready. All right. You should be feeling warm in your shoulders, in your glutes and hamstrings. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do 2 to 3 sets of building up in our weight for our deadlifts as well as our double unders, okay? So remember, go ahead and grab your barbell. Thumbs width right outside those hips. Feet directly under the shoulders. We're gonna go down, and our bar always wants to touch our body, okay? We never want it out here. Start pulling with your back at that point. So I'm here, my lats are pulling down and back. I'm going to lift straight up, all the way up, open my hips. Hips go back, bar goes down. Notice my knees aren't tracking way out over that bar. Let's get 5 reps. 2. While you're doing these slow and controlled, think about all those small muscles that you need to be engaging. Again, if you're someone that has an imbalance, most people, think about your right and your left glute. Driving through that full foot, and then keeping that back flat. All right, set that bar down. You're going to get either 20 double unders or 30 seconds of practice today, okay? If you just completely do not have any double unders at all, then we can do one of 2 things. We can do double taps. So you're gonna tap your hips twice while you're in the air. So you need to get a pretty high jump. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or we can jump to a target. Maybe it's a door frame. Maybe it's just a spot on the wall. You're just here, hands stay up the entire time. Notice that my heels are just barely kissing the ground as if I were doing these with a jump rope, okay? You never want to slam your heels into the ground when you're jumping. All right, shake that out. You're gonna do 2 more sets like that, or as many as you need. If you're going heavier, maybe you need a couple more sets to build up your weight, but go ahead and build up your weight, figure out how you're gonna do your double unders, and have fun with it.